What are you barking about, buddy?
He sees the grandma-mobile.
The grandma-mobile? Every time he sees Andy's mom on their boat, he freaks out and gets so excited.
We're going to Caladesi State Park, which is on one of the barrier islands between, just off of Dunedin. I know little about it, other than it's a state park, and the marina is extremely shallow. We're gonna see when we get there, what it's all about.
Assuming we can get there.
Assuming we'll get there. We're going on a rising tide, so we should be good. Puddle back a little bit to get a little more pressure on the sail versus like driving us forward with the engine.
Yeah.
So we're like 20% sail, 70% engine at the moment, but that's helping to prevent us from like rocking and rolling. We got 8 knots apparent, so probably 12 knots actual wind.
Yeah.
This boat, when heading down, right downwind motoring, it just starts like rocking and rolling like crazy. So you gotta throw something up. We got a little bit of tides coming in, and we got the wind coming this way, so we got a little bit of those short, steep wind versus current tide waves going on. Once we get past this inlet, it should reverse and go with us. So only for like another 20 minutes of this or so.
We are making the turn out of the channel and down towards the Caladesi State Park Marina, and I've been sent to the bow to try to look for deeper water. The water is not clear enough for this, but Andy seems to think it'll work, so here we go.
We did make it into the marina without going aground, but we had 1 foot of tide in our favor, and with a full moon that night, low tide was supposed to be at -0.8 of a foot.
Is it like concrete? It sounds
No,
very
it's just
rough.
like muscle-based stuff.
Okay.
And then
It's gonna get a whole foot shallower than this in the morning.
this is just mud. It's just mud.
But in the middle, it should be less than that, right?
There's more than that.
Oh.
It's we may be aground, but it's going to be ground on super soft mud.
Okay.
It may not be going anywhere, but the boat's just going to sit there stuck in the mud.
Okay.
It's like the softest mud I've ever seen.
Okay. As long as you're okay with it. Oh, it's so gross.
Caladesi State Park is consistently ranked as one of the best beaches in the US. The island itself is only accessible by boat, which significantly cuts down on visitors, which in my opinion automatically gives a beach a high ranking. But with miles of sugar sand beach, great shelling, and beautiful sunsets, it is easily one of my favorites of all time. Besides the beach, there's a 4-mile kayaking loop that takes you through tunnels of mangroves. We decided to rent kayaks and go for a paddle.
You were getting hangry for a minute.
No, it wasn't.
So we're having a snack. In the mangroves.
There is a lot of nature to see in the mangroves. Birds, fish, and tiny crabs that scurry away as you paddle by.
Very cool. Like, very cool. One of the coolest things I think we've done in a long time. Last night, a low front came through here at Caladesi State Park, and it is now like 55 degrees outside. Yeah, it's about 55. And the wind is blowing right now a steady 20 to 25, and we've seen gusts in the 30 knot range. We went out to the beach this morning. We took our cups of coffee out this morning and just to go see what the waves looked like, and it was crazy. So the beach is kind of out of the question today. So we've been editing most of the morning, and now we are going to go for a bike ride because Andy's insisting, even though I made myself a blanket burrito earlier. It was so cold. So now we've put a whole bunch of cold weather clothes on, and we're going to go explore the nature trail. And this little guy is going to stay here because he doesn't like the cold. And he's already shivering and he hasn't even left yet. So we'll take him for a good walk later. There's 2.5 miles of nature trail here on the island, and we are going to go try to get our bikes through all of it. We did get a torrential downpour last night though, so we're not 100% sure that we're going to be able to get through everything because there's been a little bit of washing out on some of the roads that we can see so far. And one of the rangers was skeptical as to whether or not we could get bikes through the whole nature trail to begin with before the downpour last night. So
You don't want to ride it through there?
I can barely get under with the bike.
We did end up taking Aiden with us for a bike ride the next day when it wasn't so cold. He really loves his new backpack, and we love being able to take him on more adventures. Ease of access gets a 2. While the channel is clear and there's very little current, it is very shallow and you need to time tides. Docks get a 4. They are in great shape and floating, but the fingers are a little short and the slips themselves are very shallow. Expect to be on the bottom at low. Location gets a 5. You are a 5-minute walk from one of the best beaches in the US. What more could you ask for? Bathrooms get a 3. There's no hot water and all the restrooms are open to the public. They are clean in the morning, but by the afternoon are a little worse for wear. There's also no indoor showers. Amenities on Caladesi gets a 2. No laundry, showers, or pump outs brings the score down, but there is a small store where you can pick up snacks and souvenirs. There is one extra perk to the Caladesi State Park Marina, and that is dolphins regularly fish in the marina. It was so much fun to watch. Next time, we try to go through 11 bridges in a single day. See you then!